Hi guys, Beth here. Sorry I'm coming to you so late in the day, but I have to do this update today. I almost forgot. Luckily, Little Miss Nat and Dee Dee were communicating back and forth, and I saw in our Instagram chat that today our video goes up for our challenge. It's an eyeshadow challenge where we use a palette 5 times and we earn a point. And it's kind of like a no buy, so if you make a purchase during the month, you actually lose a point. So I have lost a few points, you guys, and I think you guys already know because you've seen me do some hauls. I'm just writing one right now down that I remember. But let's start out with the eyeshadows, then we'll move into the face palettes. The face palettes, you only have to use them 3 times, like every shade in it though, in order to earn a point. So I'm gonna go over the eyeshadows first, and then my Pan That palette, I'm not gonna share any progress with you, but I will tell you how many points I earned because it's my Pan That palette. I have been using it like every single day. I try at least to use it every day, so we'll go over those numbers too. Okay, so for the Swamp Queen palette, which is my Pan That palette if you didn't know, this is my Pan That palette this year. I used it a total of 20 times this month. I feel like there's more times that I used it. It's just I didn't give myself a point because I didn't use 3 or more shades in the palette. So I may have used 1 or 2 every single day. Like usually I put the brown in my eyebrows every single day, but I didn't use 3 shades. So I didn't get a point or a tally mark. And every 5 tallies you get 1 point. So I earned 4 points from the Swamp Queen for the eyeshadows. And then I also have a blush, highlighter, and a bronzer in this palette. So I count that separate like a face palette. So for that, let's see, I used it 5, 8. The smallest amount of times I used all 3 shades was 8 times. So I earned 2 points there. So far I have 4 and 2, which is, I can't even think, it's 6, you guys, 6. I'm just so tired from work. Okay, the other palette, eyeshadow palette I used was this one from Ulta. It's in the, what is it called? 2 of the shades were in this palette, so I actually used this Ulta palette 5 times, so I got 1 point there. And then I used my Viseart palette, and if I do have a couple of pictures I'll put here on the screen of the looks I made with this palette, and I combined it with a ColourPop Super Shock shadow in Birthday Wish, I think, or Birthday Boy, one of the 2. The one with the purple packaging, because that's in my 50 Shades of Purple. But I did use this Viseart palette 5 times, so I got 1 point for this. And let's see, the other eyeshadow palette I used this month was my Sailor Moon palette by ColourPop. I used this 5 times. I don't think I took any pictures of the looks I did with this, but I did enjoy this purple here. This color, all these colors here, the matte ones. I did try to use, I did use this shimmer here. It's like a yellowy, orangey gold shimmer. It's so pretty. It's probably like it's a little swatch. Let me give you a better swatch. I used this one a few times on the lid, and then I used this shimmery purple, and I believe I also used this one in Mare Serenitatis. Is that what that says? I don't know. I used that too, and I did regret using that because it's a glitter, and I felt that night like I had glitter in my eye. So I'm gonna steer clear of these glitters and these ColourPop palettes probably for now on. The Super Shock though, I did put it on my eye today, and I don't get as much fallout of glitter as I do when they're in the palette. So I don't know. Maybe I need to use like a sticky eyeshadow base when I do use those glitters, but I honestly don't want to anymore after I felt like I had glitter in my eye. Okay, for face palettes, I used the Sweet Peach palette 4 times, so I get 1 point for this. Okay, sorry, my phone died. Actually, I ran out of space on my phone, but I am gonna use the Sweet Peach Glow palette a few more times because it is in another project. So I got 1 point with this one, and then the other face palette I used was Tarte Hampton's Weekender palette. I love this palette. It's such a cute little travel palette. And I used this one 3 times. No, yeah, 3 times. I actually used Beach Getaway 4 times, which is just a highlighter. You could tell that I love that one. But I love all the shades in this. It's a really, really pretty palette by Tarte. And then the last face palette I use is this one here. It's by BH Cosmetics. It's their Contour and Blush palette. I use this almost a lot of days to set my makeup. So I use the powder that's in here, and there is a change from it. If you guys have been following me for a while, you'll know that this year I used up this powder here in the middle. The change though is this powder here. It was like a really white, like translucent powder. I got rid of it because it just looked ashy on my skin. So I got rid of that, but I have been using this one like a lot of days. So I feel like I'll hit pan on that soon. But so the most I used this palette was 11 times, but I only used all 4 of the shades that are left in it 3 times to get 1 point. So I only earned 1 point with this palette because I did use all of them at least 3 times. Okay, so I earned 12 points total, and let's go over these purchases I made. Okay, so most recently, I think it's in the mail right now, is I ordered 2 BB creams from Missha. I've been wanting to try those out because I do watch Jessica Braun, and that's one of her favorite BB creams. I also got the new one that she's been talking about, and I just kind of want to try them out for myself. But I ordered 2 off of Missha's website because they were only $4. If you go to Amazon, they're like $10 each. So it was a really great deal, so I got 2. I did do an Ulta haul around the Sephora VIB sale, and so I lost a point there. And then for the Sephora VIB, I did make 1 purchase, and then it was that perfume by Replica by the fireplace. And then Charlotte Russe, I got a perfume there, so that's 4 points. And then I went to Ross, and I can't remember what I bought at Ross, you guys. I can't remember. I'll put it on the screen if I remember what I bought from Ross. And that is it. So I lost 3, 4, 5 points, and I had 12, so I earned 7 points this time. And last month I had like 2 or 0 points. I can't remember. So yeah, you'll have to go back to look at that video to figure it out. Maybe I'll put it in the comments down below. But that is it, you guys. I do appreciate this project because it's getting me to use more of my palettes. I am very, I don't know, I kind of like stray from palette to palette, and you know, I enjoy my collection a lot. But this is nice because I'm seeing a little bit of progress now, and little dents and dips and palettes I wouldn't have used more than once otherwise, or maybe, you know, more than twice or 3 times. But I really do like this. Go check out Didi and Nat. I'll have them linked down below and at the end with the little pop-ups. But thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please consider subscribing and liking this video, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Bye.